5-minute trap. 5-minute trap. Five-minute trap. 5-minute trap.
Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, pandas. Welcome to my stream. I'm glad that you guys are here. Good morning, guys. We just finished the pre-market show. Always have a great time there. Hopefully one day you guys will join the pre-market show. We start at 9 o'clock every single day. Also, make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it might be. Good morning, guys. Day trading like a predator. Good morning, Bernadette. Good morning. Sorry, I was setting something up. Adachi, good morning. Latrell, good morning. Kamau, good morning. Frank Angelo, good morning. Turtle Toes, good morning. Kevin Mack, good morning. Yeah, that was my trick. I tricked you guys. The good old fake mute. Mic mute. All right, Pan, that's what we have here. I mean, not much happened in the overnight session. We're approaching though yesterday's high, which is again some follow through here on the strong bull bar. So strong bull bar. So what happened here is strong bull bar ending on its high, a pullback bar, and then follow through on this strong bull bar. Then we have follow through on that bar, follow through on that bar, and maybe follow through on this bar. We have just a super strong uptrend right now, and this might be just the beginning of it. It could be. So if we break yesterday's high, we could actually have some more follow through. Absolutely incredible. Good morning, guys. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I mean, this looks like a spike in channel of some sort. Spike channel. The channel is just, man, I don't know. This just looks pretty terrible. I don't know if I can call this a spike in channel just because we had this huge spike down here. The pandas, what about yesterday? What about yesterday? I mean, this trading range, I don't know if you guys remember, but on stream, we were coming from the bottom all the way back to the top, and we end up not only hitting through, we also came from the bottom, we hit it, then we finally broke out, and guess where the pullback was? So once the indicator realized that this was a true breakout, it stopped forming, right? It stopped forming on this bar here, and that signified a breakout, and guess where it came back to retest? The top of our trading range here. Came back to retest the top of our trading range and then bounced off and had another nice leg up here. That's the trading range indicator for you at its best. Good morning, guys. Andrew Gibson, good morning. PK Futures, good morning. Speedy Boy, good morning. Nasir, good morning. Nasir Rahimi, good morning from Middle Eastern Water. Ralph Gruns, good morning. Thanks for subscribing. So what can we say here? I don't know. I mean, trading range. Trading range. Coming off the top of this trading range here, small trading range. I mean, this looks like a spike in channel here. Spike channel, but as you can see, the channel basically created another trading range here. Trading range breaking out. If I have to mark this, maybe here. Ralph Gruns, my birthday today. Drinks on me. Let's go, baby. Happy birthday. Got any plans? What do you guys like to do typically on your birthdays? I know some people have like traditions, like no matter what, they'll just do the same thing again and again. I think for me, tradition has formed. Basically, go to Top Golf. Top Golf for several hours. Guns. Family and friends for lunch. Sweetie for dinner. Let's go, baby. All right, we got a nice push up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pushes 5 points right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Market's about to open in 5 minutes. What can I say? I mean, this just looks like a spike in channel of some sort, but the reason why, I don't know. I guess I can mark this channel like this. Try something like that. We have a confirmation here. 1, 2, 3 points for the trend. Trading is the only place where you need 3 points to make a line. Yeah, I mean, I looked at the pivot here, but actually what? Never mind. Looks nice. Let's keep it that. Let's keep it like that. Include this price action then. Fairly steep move here. What is going on? All right, pandas. Market's about to open, and we are approaching yesterday's high, which is this blue line. I mean, look at the way it's going up. It just looks so choppy. I just like when something goes up like this. It's very scary to enter any of this. Turtle toes. You know what? That's all that matters sometimes. Just trying your hardest not to lose. And that's sometimes what it takes just to reset. Let's look at the higher time frames. Higher times are going to break a trend to new high. And we had a reversal attempt, and that fails, and it kind of comes up again, maybe making a double top here. Five-minute chart. Okay. I'm gonna wait for some more volume. This is just the volatility is way too low. Hard to make a scalp here. Ah. Yes. Thank you for that reminder. 9:45 we have news. PMI. All right. 41% of you guys think it's going to be a bull trend day today. Market's about to open in 1 minute. The 5-minute chart. By the way, if you want to know what chart I'm looking at, you can look at the top left of your screen. All right, market just opened. Let's get that bamboo. It might be slow until that announcement. I'm not sure. Just watching. No setup for me yet. Big bull bars ending on their high. Strong uptrend, it looks like. Breaking yesterday's high. Continuation on a daily. Yep, thanks for the news reminders. 9:45 pandas, we got PMI announcement. And it could have high impact, it could have no impact, but just be aware. All right, I want to set up. I mean, are we looking for a second entry long here? A, B, C, second entry long, or I mean, looks like an uptrend. The uptrend has broken here, in my opinion. A, B, C, hidden second entry. Can I get a quick chart check? Good morning, guys. Good morning. Patrick Lim, good morning. Mark, good morning. Turtles, good morning. Thanks for that chart check. We appreciate it. Are we going to take the second entry long? Coming off that resistance. Top of the trading range on the trading range indicator. Hard to say. It's a higher low second entry long as well. Coming after a strong uptrend, but man, this uptrend just does not look pretty. It does not look good. Couple failed breakdowns here. Main thing I'm worried about is the trading range indicator giving us a trading range here. And gives us a micro double top. Decent push down. Coming off the bottom. I wish it touched it, so there's no unfinished business. Okay, touched it. Wow, big push down. Coming off yesterday's high. So no long entry, even though we're in an uptrend. You could do a failed breakdown of this trading range to maybe try to trade back into it, but I'm not sure. This trading range is not necessarily what I'm looking for. I mean, it is a trading range here, right? Because you have an up and then down, right? Failed breakout. If you kind of think about it, every pullback is basically essentially creates a small trading range. And that's what this pullback did here. Big push down. I mean, right now the premise has changed to a downtrend. Essentially, what happened was there was a hidden second entry long. It looks like this: A, B, C, and that hidden second entry long fails and reverses. That's essentially what happened with the price action. Except my tick count right now is just not creating any of these actual setups. They're all hidden. So you need a smaller time frame to catch that. But the hidden second entry failed hidden second entry, basically. That's what happened there, in my opinion. So that trap already triggers, and this is way too far away from 20 MA, even though we have a nice strong downtrend, and your premise is kind of changing at this moment. It's a pretty strong move down. You're thinking, I'm trying to get in short now, but no entries other than maybe first entries. This is what we're getting here. First entry short ends up giving you a scalp. Perfect scalp, at least. Just looking for a setup here, but looks like we're coming back to yesterday's close on a pretty strong downtrend. Like I mentioned, you know, when it looks like this, it's just too choppy for me. Like there's a lot of battling going on all the way up, very choppy. I mean, I've seen a day where it looked like this all day. It's very rare, but there was a day where I saw it literally looked like this all day and just kept going up and up and up and never really came back down. But it went up in this manner, just very choppy and it was very unusual, because usually when you have that much like back and forth, there's, you know, it's usually not a strong trend. But for that day, I remember I was like, wow, this really is the exception today, and it's just crazy. Big move up. If you look in the higher time frames, basically we just bounced off the 20 EMA on the 10,000 tick chart. The 5-minute chart, big bear bar, followed by a big strong bull bar right now. Confusion in the market. So now you're thinking downtrend, and now you're thinking new high. Very strong move up. Makes you feel like there was news, like the news came out early, got leaked, and that was a reaction to it. That's what it seems like. Strong surprise bull bar. Most likely follow through here, but I want at least a small pullback. That was a small pullback here. Gives you 2 points. Higher low setup. Feels like entry short. Like almost near impossible to even enter that trade. This is actually crazy. I'm gonna put the tick refresher on here. I need these candles to form. That formed so quick I couldn't even enter. Mini wedge. Usually not strong enough on strong bull trends. These wedges break all the time. Made another new high with a wedge though. Bouncing off the wedge with a good signal bar to go short. Richard Harris going to Vegas. Have fun. Second entry long.
Trap.
We do have a second entry long here. Man, it looks so ugly. It's an outside bar reversal. I don't know. I mean, it looks like we're in a strong uptrend, but still, it's like hard to take a second entry long that looks like this with this kind of signal bar. If it goes up, it goes up without me. That's just not a setup I like. You can take it and win it potentially, but if you take that trade 10 out of 10 times, it's just not necessarily a good setup. It's the second entry long though, incredible. A, B, C, outside bar reversal. Am I looking for a long trade? Are we in uptrend? I mean, it looks like we're in an uptrend. Spike channel currently. Right here's our spiking channel. And the channel has 3 pushes up. And another attempt up but fails, right, to break the high. Inside bar. I would actually look for a reversal at this point. Fails like entry long here would be something I'll be interested in actually. This is a second entry long. You can see it this way as well. A, B, C. 20 EMA curling up. Top of a small trading range here, right? All this resistance. Looking for a reversal trade here. Right, because you guys have to break a trend new high. Basic spiking channel, we attempt to make another high here. Basically double top. Do not copy my trades. We're above the 20 EMA, which causes concern. No longer interested in that trade. This looks like a strong bull bar ending on its high. You could have follow through. Plus about 1 more minute to the announcement. So I'd be careful here. This does reverse. Announcement will happen in about 30 seconds. Careful. Higher low, second entry long. Announcement's going to be coming up very soon. In a sense, I feel like maybe this was already the news. Like this somehow got leaked and the news price action already happened. But we'll wait. We'll wait till actually 9:45. All right, 9:45. News just came out. Let's see if it has any impact. It would break you right here if you enter that. Big risk, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of risk right there if you're going to enter this short trade. But you got 3 failures up. So this is a good setup to go short in my opinion. It's just the risk is too large for me. It's about 7 points of risk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about 6 points of risk right there. You do scalp out if you did take that short, but that was a decent short to take. 1, 2, 3 failures up, and yeah, and it's a trap trade to the other side. It's a decent trade to take. It's just the risk was too large for me. If you're willing to take that risk of 6 points, then you have to understand you will lose some of these, and you will get hit 6 points. You will lose some. But the probability was high. At least 4 points. It seems like the news really didn't do much. I mean, look at these higher time frames. Look how wacky that looks. You know? Just comes straight down to the 20 MA, bounces off, straight down 20 MA, bounces off of it. The 5 minute, straight down to 20 MA, bouncing off of it. Trading range, we could have a failed breakdown of this trading range, might come back up into it. Also bottom of the channel. Actually, I like this trade to go long, and with a deep enough retracement, that risk is, it might be worth it. But the reason why I'm sitting on my pause is because there might be a measure move like this, and this is what I'm scared of. We might get a measure move, something like that. But if we got 3 attempts down and fails, I'm going to take the reversal back up. Do not copy my trades. Coming back into our trading range. Terrible signal bar right to go short. This is why I didn't take it. Ends up making the scalp, going the other way. So getting rid of my order. I was thinking maybe come back into our trading range here with the trading range indicator. But I was scared of the measure moves. So I didn't take this short plus terrible signal bar. Four pushes down, I'll be tempted to go long. If we get a fourth push down and reverses, I'll be tempted to go long here. Basically, again, 1, 2, 3 attempts to reverse, 3 attempts to fail. If we trigger this and we go long, I'll take this outside bar reversal even here. I think we'll come back into our trading range. Do not copy my trades. Do not copy my trades. See if we can get the retracement. Pandas! This market's brutal. I tried to come up with a retracement and it just blew right past it. And honestly, I don't know if I would even got filled on that. I don't know if how many of you guys took that trade, but I don't know if you guys even got filled. I tried to come up with a retracement trade. Maybe got a little too greedy there. Pandas. That was the setup. Bottom trading range back to the top of the trading range. This is why I don't mess with the trading range indicator. Bottom to the top. Top to the bottom to the top. Before pushes down, right? L4 setup, higher low setup. Coming back in trading range, right? 3 failures. It was just a good setup to go long. It's just, and the risk was like 2.5 points. It's one of those dream setups, but I tried coming with the retracement. Didn't even come close. It just blew right through it. Couldn't come to, yeah. Unfortunately. Frustrating. Pandas. Alright, I mean, just watching this would have been a runner too, a nice little runner. I could try to capture some of it with this, but looking at the other time frames, we're like basically wedging out. So many wedges going on, and we're at the top of the wedge. We got a wedge here, with a wedge here now. Too many wedges. Too many wedges. We're getting retracement back to 20 MA, and we may get a failsafe entry short here. This might be a good entry if you want to go long, if you think this is going to be a strong uptrend. Or if it's a trading range, it'll come back down here, but pandas. Big push down. Goodbye. Absolutely incredible. Underneath the 20 MA. Mind this gap. There's a gap here currently. But top of the trading range back to the bottom of the trading range. It looks like it wants to hit the bottom of the trading range. We'll see though. We'll see. Outside bar reversal. Gap is still there, amazingly. Right, you still have about a half a point gap. Actually, 3/4 of a gap. Very interesting. I'm just watching this, and it looks like it wants to push down. What can I say? We have a strong leg down. It's most likely some follow through. And yep, we just triggered a second entry short right there, lower high. It's not a second entry short I like in terms of the shape, because the first leg of the second entry short breaks above the 20 MA, the second leg breaks below it. I'll draw it out for you. A, B, C. Second entry, right? Two pushes up. Two pushes up. One push up here. First entry, second push up, second entry. And that's what this 2 was here. Absolutely incredible. We hit the top of the trading range back to the bottom trading range. And if I had a setup, I might have taken that, but boy, oh boy. We're at the bottom now. We might come back to the top. What's our 5-minute look like? 5-minute, interesting. So many wedges. A higher low setup I may be interested in going long here. Thinking we're just in a big trading range again. Push up back to the bottom. I feel like it needs another leg down. I feel like it needs to make a new low here. That's what it feels like it needs to do before reversing, if it does reverse. Almost makes me want to go short here, looking for that new low. For a break of trend to new low. Almost want to go short here for that new low. Or it's a fail second entry long currently. Nice signal bar to go short. Just watching this. I feel like it needs to make a new low. And it doesn't. Micro triple bottom. Make a new low. Inside bar, the range of this bar is 1 1/4 point. That is very rare. What is going on? It's just like knocking on the door here. It's absolutely incredible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Okay, finally breaks down. There it is. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was waiting for. Almost just wanted to sell anywhere in there to think, you know, get out up here, and then if it does break down, take this trade. Fail second entry long, making that new low now. But this is quite a strong push down, and as you noticed, right, the trading range indicator has stopped creating a trading range. This breakout was strong enough to break the trading range, and it no longer is continuing to form. So according to the trading range indicator, the trading range here is done. We've made a strong enough move to make it seems like that we are breaking down now. This could be a spiking channel now. Spiking channel. Evelyn was in and out. Congrats. Dashi Marty got it too. Timothy Chapo. Pandas! Ah! Mo Bamba asks, what's the better broker to start? Tradeovate or Ninja? I never used Tradeovate, so I can't really speak into that, but Ninja's great. Ninja's great. I think Ninja's great. I especially love the graphical interface where you can basically create your orders, move them around. We're on the 240 SMA. It's acting as a support currently. Market's trying to decide are we going to break through below it. I'm not any near any key area here. It's hard to go short just right here. It seems a little forced to go short right there. I believe Tradeovate. I think Ninja Trader bought Tradeovate, so hopefully, sooner or later they can like integrate some of this same stuff. I'd really love to see Ninja Trader actually become cloud. That'd be pretty cool. We do have a second entry short here. It's just not near any key area. No resistances. Second entry short, right? Two-legged pullback, 2 legs up on this strong downtrend. One thing I didn't like about it is we're near 240 SMA, so you can go 50-50 here, could bounce off of it. Also, we're not near any key areas. Like if we're near this trend line at least, maybe if I drew this a little steeper, something like that, maybe. Then that might have some credence to go short there. Does give you a scalp. Maybe I drew that trend line a little too high. I should have maybe gone a little closer and just included this new pivot, but that's tricky. Big push down. No trades for me so far. Hitting yesterday's low. Just watching. Got nothing. We're on yesterday's close. Bouncing off yesterday's close. To me, this looks like first break of trend. Right here. Especially we have like this confirmation, 3 hits here. Thanks for subbing. If you bounce, and we're bouncing off a support here, but typically you wait for a new low in a spot like this. But because we're bouncing off of support, strong support as yesterday's close, it might just reverse here. All in all, it's hard to take a trade either way at this point. Are you looking for a new low at this point? Because it looks like break a trend here. Because break a trend, new low, then look for the reversal. That's the setup that you would like to see here. But when you're bouncing off yesterday's close like that, but you're coming in with a strong downtrend as well, so it's hard to say. You know, this is our first hit off the 20 MA on this downtrend. But we're coming off yesterday's close, which means it could be a strong bounce. There might be a lot of buyers here, right? The reason why supports reverse, you can reverse on supports, because so many buyers are at that support. But for the two-leggy, basically, the smart traders would wait for a double test, right? Or a two-leggy, basically, right, on the higher time frame. 2 tests of this support. The second test, you'll feel more confident to enter in. Essentially on the higher time frames, a 2-legged pullback. So 10,000 tick chart, A, B, C. You're looking for a 2-leggy at least coming off of that support. But here it looks like many legs, right? On the 2,000 tick chart, that one leg is many legs inside the 2,000 tick chart. So we do have a second entry short here, setting up A, B, C, second entry short, which would trigger the second leg down on the 10,000 tick chart. So potentially could come back down to make a new low, something like that, or at least a test, right? Attempt to a new low. A nice 2-legged pullback. But coming off a support like that, it makes it hard for me to go either way. So even if this does trigger here, just because we're bouncing off support like that, I'm staying out this trade. And that's a good signal bar. Strong downtrend. We have a lot of reason to go short here. But because we're bouncing off a support like this, I'm going to set on my pause. Because I don't like trading into support like this. Just because the market, it can reverse here. It can. I've seen it. So I'm just going to sit on my pause. I'm going to miss this trade, and I'll take a better setup of a major trend reversal on the second attempt. So even this reversal I cannot take as well, because if I want to trade reversal here, I need another attempt down, but most likely looking for a new low. But it's just too hard to tell because we're bouncing off a strong support like yesterday's close. I'm just not going to test it. Eventually does give you your scalp, which is fine, and I'm completely okay with missing that. I'm really okay with missing that trade. You might say that's a perfect setup. That's fine. It's just like I find that when we bounce off, even with super strong downtrends, if we bounce off a support as obviously as this, then I don't mess with it. I don't mess with it. But Pandas, congrats for those who took that. I just don't like to trade when we bounce on support. We do have a 2-legged pullback now on the 10,000 tick chart. Two-legged pullback, 10,000 tick. Here I would take a reversal setup. This to me is the setup that I want to go long. Is this enough of an attempt? I would like 2 legs down if possible. So I would want to wait for one more leg down, right? I want this to finish this 2-legged move. and then I'll come with a reversal. And this is the setup that I'm looking for. And I think, you know, especially if it happens above the 20 MA, coming basically testing the yesterday's close, I'll take that trade. And I recognize that this is a pretty good setup. I see that it's a two-legged pullback. I see it's off the 20 MA. It hits a lot of the criteria. I just wish it didn't bounce off of support as strongly as it did. So we do have two legs down now here. So now we're waiting for our reversal setup. Let's see if we get it. Turtle says it seems to be getting that a lot, where it fills me a tick below my order. Are you coming with market orders? If you're going with stop market orders, then it's gonna give you some slippage. But if you come in with a limit order, stop limit order, then it will create the order the moment it passes a certain price point, and then it will create the limit order. So you'll always be filled in the right spot with the limit order. Stop limit. That's really weird. If a stop limit order, if you're getting slippage, like you should not get slippage on stop limit order. So let's see if we get our setup here. We're looking for a fail second entry short at this area. It might be one of those hidden second entries here, where this is the pullback that we wanted to create, breaking the low. So in a sense, this move could already have been done here. I would like it to be a technical. Yes, technical. Here we go. Okay, so we get a bounce off here. Let's get above the 20 MA. That'd be nice.
$10,000 tick trap.
Trap on the 10,000 tick chart, potentially here. Trap here, magenta box. Typically, you look for a reversal trade here, but if the downtrend is strong, then you might not get it. I'm basically looking for a long trade here. And we got the second pullback. Second pullback here. That means that the next reversal will be a second entry short, and we're looking for the failed second entry short here because we have the breaker trend to new low, plus we're at the support, strong support area, which is yesterday's close. Currently the higher low setup is working nicely. I'm looking for a trap trade here. Waiting for that trap. Micro double bottom. For some people, that was enough for them to trade the trap trade with a micro double bottom, thinking they're really eager to enter that trade, and they'll enter on the micro double bottom there. I'm just wait for my actual setup here. If we miss it, we miss it, and that's part of trading. You'll see it happen, you know. Like, people are eager to trade, and they see this micro double bottom, they see some follow through, they're gonna just enter long. You know, always in long now. And yep, so they're going long now. But you know, this is the price you pay when you wait for your setup. Right? The micro double bottom was enough for these traders to take that long trade, and that's all they wanted. Right? Just to get a small entry on this uptrend. You know, they wanted that micro double bottom. Unfortunately, we were waiting for our setup being good little pandas, and we didn't get it, so it's all good. But I've been waiting for that setup for a long time. Right, basically I've been looking for this ever since we got this new low, and we never got it. We never got the actual, so we got a micro double bottom. So if this ticked one tick lower, I would have done an outside bar reversal, got that scalp. It's all good. Now just waiting for a new setup here, thinking this is an uptrend now, and maybe a two-leggy. You know, we do have another opportunity to enter this long, but we need a two-legged pullback here. Let's get a two-leggy off the 20 MA. I'll take a trade. On the 10,000 tick chart, strong bull bar ending on its high above the 20 MA. The 5-minute strong bull bar, still 1 minute left on it. 2,000 tick chart, I'm looking for a nice two-leggy here to find some continuation on that 10,000 tick chart. And yeah. This is my setup. That'd be nice. Yeah, you think this is a second entry long here, the higher low setup. Sorry, I'm trying to understand second entry long, the lower high after. I'm not sure what that means. I say this could be a higher low setup that a lot of people took, right? Major trend reversal, strong bull bar. People willing to take the risk of this bar for a nice reversal, and they got paid for it. And so they're always in long now, and it's just nothing we can do. Just watching this go. And I mean, there is something you can do. You can just buy and take the risk. Just buy anywhere. Take any risk, and if it does have a kind of strong pullback, just wait for it, you know, scale in on a nice signal bar, try to come up break even. Strong bull trend right now. What can I say? I mean, all I'm looking for at this moment, you know, strong bull bar follow through. I want a two-leggy, but let's see if we get our setup. Just sitting here, just waiting. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Pandas. I mean, how many times I gotta tell you this, but we trade 100% risk-free here with Apex funded traders. If you guys are looking for a new prop firm or looking just to try prop firms, I will highly recommend Apex funded traders. And the best part is it's a 50% off code, BBM50 for you guys, and it's 50% off, and that means that with just as little as like $60, you can open a prop firm account, trade micros, and it comes with a NinjaTrader license as well, which is a nice part if you haven't purchased Ninja already. So you get the data, you get the what's it called, the license, and you get the opportunity to potentially get a funded account. Starting to create a trading range here, right, with these overlapping bars. Nice setup would be an A, B, C pattern. Would be Alpha 20 may also coming back into our trading range. If we get a two-legged pullback, I would like it to be closer to the 20 EMA. If we even get a two-legged pullback here. This might be a first entry market, which means that the market will only give you money if you enter with first entries. If that starts to happen, that means it's an indication of a strong bull trend. Oof. Strong bull bar. It's a first entry market. It's unfortunate. I'm not taking that trade. I'm not going long there. I think it's not even a good setup to go long there. We lost our count, right? Our count reset. So we don't get our two leggy, and it's just one of those days. You can only take what the market gives you, and what can I say? It is what it is. You don't even get your 2-point scalp off that trade if you went long there. It's thoughts and prayers. I may trade a failed breakdown of this trading range with a decent signal bar. I may just go long here. Even if it's a first entry, I'll take it because it'll be a first entry coming back to our trading range. That's a strong bear bar ending on its low with some follow through. It's absolutely incredible. So thoughts and prayers for those who went long right there. It's not a good setup, but it breaks our count, so we lose our two leggy. Notice where this is coming off of. coming off of our pivot here, this pivot bouncing off nicely. I could potentially try to go along here to come back into our trading range, hoping for a failed breakdown of it. I would like a higher low setup. It makes a point, right? Failed breakdown, bouncing off nicely off that pivot high. Oh, sorry, this pivot. Like I mentioned, I would like a higher low setup. I usually don't just take it on the first break like that. I need another attempt up. And hopefully you guys are doing better than I am. I have made no trades. I'm flat right now. Just watching. Technically, it's a higher low setup, but man, this is scary. Scary to go long here. Almost rather go short at this point. Good signal bar. This is a place to go short or long because I'm thinking this could be break a trend to new high. Looking for a reversal setup here. Do not copy my trades. Do not copy my trades. Taking this reversal here. Thinking it's a break a trend to new high. Looking for a reversal setup at this point. Enter the trade. First trade of the day. Let's go, pandas. Let's get that bamboo. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. I don't think this runner's can go very far, to be honest. Pandas can dream. No! Shall I let it marinate? Oh, I want to let it marinate. I'm going to let it marinate a little. I'm breaking a little kind of the rules here. I'm going to let it marinate. This might reverse on me. And I might pay the price. But I'll let that marinate just a little bit. Because I feel like this is a good reversal spot. All right, I'm scared. I'm too scared. I'm too scared. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. Let's go, baby. I wanted to let it marinate a little bit, but I just got too scared. I got too scared. And I'm not going to regret it, pandas, no matter what. Even if this makes a 200-point move down, I'm not going to regret it. I will not regret it. I almost wanted to fail because it just made another trap. I want this to reverse. I'm just looking at the potential. The fact that it did this perfect gap fill here makes me feel like it has a strong potential to move down. I'm not going to regret anything. Gosh. Zero emotions. Zero emotion. It's all good, pandas. You know what? I was protecting myself. I was protecting myself from a potential loss there. So it's all good. It's all good. All good, pandas. No regret. No regret whatsoever. I had no regret. I knew it was going to do that. I even let it marinate for a few seconds. No regrets, though. I'm just going to watch this. I'm going to watch this. You know what? So what? It's another extra 5 points. Who cares? 5 points. That's nothing. See? It's already reversing. Already reversing. No runner. Already reversing. I almost want this to reverse super hard so I don't feel bad missing that runner. It looks like it's still in, though, as long as it doesn't come back up here. I'm most likely to be stopped out at this point. Break even +1. See, pandas. I don't even mind. I don't mind missing it. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it wasn't gonna go far. It wasn't gonna go far down, so I just let it go. I let it go. Balancing off yesterday's close. Higher low setup coming back into our trading range. Terrible signal bar though. Break a trend to new low. And this new low is an H4 setup coming off yesterday's close. So we potential to come back up. Another trap trade, but to the long side now. A, B, C, A, reversal. Big push up on the higher low setup. Back to the top of the trading range. Whew. Yeah, hard to trade that in my opinion. Hard to take the higher low, even though that is, that is sticking to some of the rules here. Higher low setup back into our trading range. With the trading range indicator. Our trading range indicator saw this push down, but it said, we're still in our trading range. So that's why it kept forming. Otherwise, it would have stopped forming on this bar if it thought it was a true breakout. potential trap to the long side here, but we're still within these pivot highs. So resistance here, hard to go long on this reversal if it were to happen. No idea what's gonna happen here. We're in this trading range, and this could trigger, but not enough room to the top really. Notice we did actually miss it by 1 tick. If you look very closely, it's 1 tick space here, and a 1 tick space down here. Too hard to say what's going to happen here.
10,000 tick trap.
Trap forming on 10,000 tick chart. Not sure how long it'll last for, to be honest. It looks like it wants to make a new low. Right, 10,000 tick chart looks like basically a break of trend looking for a new low now. Really hard to say what's going to happen here. Corsi, watching from the beach, not trading today. Thanks for joining us, even though you're at the beach. I mean, some will say the beach is not actual rest. Trading is rest. So some of us who go out on vacation actually can't wait to come back to get back to trading. The vacation is business. Trading is pleasure. Got a two-leggy here. Break a trend maybe, looking for a new high here with a two-leggy. A, B, C. What is happening here? I have no idea. Trading range. Quite possibly come back in trading range. It could also be a lower high, right? Double top here. Leaning for another push down. overlapping bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 overlapping bars. Terrible signal bar, not going long there. This can work out, but not going long. 10,000 tick chart could have a reversal set up here for a big push up, potentially. It's getting really choppy here. And it might be like this for the rest of the stream. So I'm sorry, pandas. I'm probably not gonna. I might not even enter a trade. I mean, if it looks like this for the rest of the stream, it's just not much I can do here. It's not a trap I like either. Essentially creating like a type of triangle here. You can see with the purple lines, the triangle that's being formed. It just simply means breakout mode. Why don't I like the trap? Because we have so many overlapping bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 overlapping bars. Which means that people are coming with limit orders at the bottom of these bars, right? They're buying it up. And so that means if we break below, most likely there'll be people with limit orders buying it up. Which is what we see here quickly, as at least for now, we saw that. When the price action shows you that you have a bunch of limit orders at the bottom, then it's typically not a good idea to try to go with a stop order below it, because you're basically entering in you're basically trying to enter the opposite side of most people. This is why chop, you don't come in with those limit or those stop orders. And you can see that with the price action. You know, when it starts to look like this, you can basically tell what's happening here, right? People are selling limit orders up here, buying with limit orders down here. And so if you try to sell down here, when you've seen, you know, for the last like 10 bars that people have been buying with limit orders, you know, break below the previous candles, then it's, you know, you're basically trading counter to what the market has been doing. Plus also triangle, and we're hitting the bottom of the triangle here. Risk also very large, right? Your risk is about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5-point risk, right? This is your signal bar. Well, I guess this is your signal bar, but you'll be using this as your pivot for your stop loss. Just watching, pandas, and I think that's part of trading, right? To be able to know when to watch, and it's looking pretty terrible right now, price action wise at least. The higher time frame, right? The triangle is even more obvious. Let's say we're breaking out. 10,000 tick chart, we have a reversal setup, right? Fail second entry short. Basically Pikachu trade here. A, B, C, fail second entry short. Also second entry long. A, B, C. With this 3 here. Green 3. Yeah, Pandas. Looks like the market's not gonna really give us much from here. So, Pandas, I'll see you guys bright and early on Monday, and have a great weekend. Seriously, find some good rest. So when we come back Monday, you guys will be ready to go. And yeah, hope everyone trades well. Make sure you guys use the coupon BBM50. And as always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.